Almost forgot to turn on my audio interface there for a second. Hey guys, it's me, Rob, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Last time, we bested both forces, well, technically just one, at what was about to be the battle for Besselet. Thankfully, though, we managed to limit the amount of bloodshed possible here at this battle by opening up the floodgates and flooding the valley, thus hindering both sides to effectively do combat with each other. This time, with Count Orlando in hand, we are going to be heading to Limberry Castle to find the Marquis, right? Is that how you say it? The Marquis?
The truth may have
Well,
many
Marquis
facets.
Elmdor awaits. Okay, yeah.
Take
Don't mind me just making sure that I'm saying this correctly. I don't know. Anyway, but before we do that though, we have some side business to deal with, and as you guessed it, it's we got some side quests. Well, some, just for the time being. So we have some at Zeltenia Castle. I believe we also have some at Ravenia. And that's about it, really. So we're going to go ahead and tackle those, and who knows, maybe we'll find another side quest for us to tackle too.
A warm welcome.
So I'd say these are going to be well worth our well worth our time. I don't know why I blanked on that for a second, but anyway.
Who'd you have in mind?
'Tis with great joy that I report a phenomenal success. And 'tis fully deserved, I say.
The Rana Strait, located between Ivalice and the Ramadan Peninsula, is infamous for its treacherous waters. The Enterprise is one of the many ships the strait has claimed. Judging from the vessel's extravagant design, it is like as not belonged to a noble, but there were no records of its ownership, and no hint as to why the information was covered up.
I cannot argue with that. We may walk with our heads held high, such was our achievement.
Furthermore, we also acquired this. 'Tis rather special, would you not agree?
The Statuette of Lilith. This stone idol depicts Lilith, a goddess heralded as both the first fiend and the mother of all life. Warriors through the ages have sought this figurine, believing it to grant strength.
A fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider that a job well done. An errand's been completed, with a full report. Right then.
We were met with success beyond measure. We'll remember this till the end of our days.
Zero struck again. This time, his target was Baron Barthundra, an art dealer rumored to sell stolen works. Unbeknownst to the Baron, Zero had been hired as an assistant at his gallery, allowing the master thief to pilfer paintings, coin, and other valuables undetected. We were able to catch him in the act, but he quickly disappeared, leaving behind a rare treasure and documents pertaining to the Baron's crimes. We apprehended the Baron and gave him to the authorities, claiming the treasure as our reward. Awesome.
Now we are brimming with confidence and ready for the next challenge.
We were also fortunate enough to claim this extraordinary curio.
The Coin Blade. Once used as a divination tool by a caravan of nomadic merchants, coins engraved with foreign markings have been strung together in the shape of a sword, hence the given name.
A fine treasure you found there.
Pretty cool.
I'd consider that a job well done. You some new... Right then.
We could not have hoped for a better outcome. The satisfaction I feel is beyond words.
We followed up on reports of a strange figure seen prowling the streets of Zeltenia. We soon spied our quarry, illuminated in the moon's pale light, but as we followed him, our surroundings suddenly seemed unfamiliar. The figure was none other than the legendary phantom known as the Black Cape, and it had trapped us within an umbral prison. However, our faith and bravery allowed us to break free and defeat the Shade. The people of Zeltenia may rest easy now.
'Twas the definition of a job well done. Would that all duties could be fulfilled with such ease.
I'd consider that a job well done.
'Tis with pride that I say the task ended in success. the like of which may not soon be repeated.
We returned from the endless caverns, furnished with the knowledge of why none had ever before returned. We discovered veins of strongly magnetic ore that dulled the senses, and the repetitive grid-like structure of the caverns, surely no natural formation, paralyzed all sense of direction. However, marking our path from the entrance allowed us to escape and at least dispel the mystery surrounding the caverns. While we discovered no ore that would turn a profit, the experience itself was of great value.
We've faced many a difficulty, but it was our bond as comrades that saw us through.
Furthermore, we also acquired this. 'Tis rather special, would you not agree?
The 4 deity plate, a set of 4 small brooches, each crafted in the image of one of the eastern deities of the cardinal directions. The intricate inlay of fine jewels suggests the collection once belonged to nobility.
A fine treasure you found there. I commend you. Congratulations. Your standing as a treasure hunter has improved.
And with that, we are now treasure hunter level 6. I almost made a oopsie there.
I'd consider that a job well done. An errand's been completed. Right then.
We were met with success beyond measure. We'll remember this till the end of our days.
We visited Balvac Mine to determine if the rumors of hidden veins of ore were true. To our surprise, the tunnels were full of people, apparently privy to the same rumor as us. Together, we searched the old tunnels for any sign of a seam. Of a sudden, one of the miners remarked, "The days of the silver rush have returned." What could that man have seen in the empty shell of a mine? The unmistakable glint of silver, perhaps?
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded in the end.
We also obtained a curious item, though its mysteries remain unsolved.
Man, we've been collecting a lot of these. Ooh. Mesa's Musings, a fictional work depicting the life of the savior Mesa. The book is badly damaged, with only the introduction remaining legible.
A fine treasure you found there. I commend you.
That's a bit of a
consider
tragedy,
that a job
but
well
still,
done.
a good reward nonetheless. Adventurers wanted.
You've some news from an errand. No doubt. Right then.
The outcome was nothing short of tremendous. What joy it brings to finally share these glad tidings with you.
The Vachons are an unusual group of adventurers, exploring regions previously untouched by man, and then compiling their experiences into book form for inquisitive city dwellers. As their notoriety has grown, so have their numbers, but the captain's natural leadership ability allows her to easily coordinate their efforts. She recorded every detail of our journey from the first step to the successful discovery of an ancient wonder. We look forward to reading it later, and hopefully our names in print.
I'm glad we were able to exceed your expectations. 'Twas only possible because you believed in us. And one more thing, we also happened upon a most unusual place. I pray you may visit it one day.
The Chocobo Forest! That's an iconic name right there. Not but a glimpse of light creeps into this deep wood. Rare breeds of Chocobo thrive in this mystical forest, and the World Tree is rumored to be at its center. The pungent scent of Chocobo fills the air.
Another ancient wonder, eh? Remarkable work. I'd consider that a job well done. Right then.
'Twas a huge success. No doubt will be the talk of the camp.
Zero returned for another robbery, this time targeting Marquise Barfrost, whose vast art collection contains many pieces of undocumented origin. Given Zero's history, we place a tight watch on the Marquise's personal gallery. Despite our best preparations, Zero gained access to the Marquise's estate in the guise of a gardener and escaped with paintings and coin. Before vanishing into the night, he left behind a rare treasure and compelling evidence of the Marquise's misdeeds. We apprehended the Marquise and gave him up to the authorities, claiming the treasure as our own.
I dare say you share our joy at such a wondrous achievement.
We also obtained a curious item, though its mysteries remain unsolved.
Zanmato. The indecipherable script engraved into this enchanted blade identifies it as the weapon once used to slay a demon in a single blow. Its great curved blade strikes fear into the heart of many into the heart of any foe.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider
Getting
that
a lot of
job well
treasures.
done. Need anything? A warm egg?
Is this it's zero again, isn't it? Okay. Egros this time. First thing first.
A warm well. You're interested then? An errand spin. Right then.
I bring glad tidings. Our efforts were rewarded with great success.
The Beta Sand Waste crawls with monsters, a fact we were warned of on the very day we set off in search of the lost ruins. When the sky blackens by day, a monster known as a sandworm is said to appear, bringing with it stinging sandstorms that shut the desert off from the outside world. Of a sudden, as we crest a dune, we saw the ruin before us. The skies then darkened, and a sandstorm began to march in. Whether this was an attempt to protect the ruin's legacy or a warning to leave, none of us could say. Our expedition thus ended, and the mysteries of the ruin only deepened.
I am elated to have been involved. If the feeling does not fade by eventide, I fear I may not sleep tonight.
As if that were not enough, I must tell of a curious sight we discovered.
Eureka! This once prosperous capital of the Kashka dynasty was destroyed in the Cataclysm, along with the vast legacy of its royal family. It is now a necrole, populated by spirits drawn to the shades of past glory.
Another ancient wonder, eh? Remarkable work. Congratulations. Your standing as an adventurer has improved.
Level 6. Nice.
I'd consider that a job. An errand's over and done with. Right then. Tell us how it went.
'Twas a resounding success. We were blessed with great fortune and perfectly poised to seize it.
We headed off to Brevenia to investigate the farmer's tale we heard in the tavern, hopeful of locating the ruins. The mountain was beautiful, bathed in fog like a picture from a fairy tale, and peeking out from behind that white veil, the ancient wonder itself. Yet even in the seemingly untouched wilderness, the effects of the war were still evident. We will not tell you exactly what we saw there, it is best seen for oneself. We left with mixed emotions, knowing that even this hidden enclave of paradise would eventually disappear.
'Twas the definition of a job well done. Would that all duties could be fulfilled with such ease. We also discovered a long-lost wonder. The more I gazed upon it, the more marvelous it seemed.
Now this is a throwback, the Flying Fortress. The winged ones of ages past possessed technology allowing them to transmute cloudstone into crystals, like the ones that kept this castle aloft. Unfortunately, both the winged ones and their wondrous knowledge were lost in the Cataclysm.
Another ancient wonder, eh? Remarkable work. I'd consider that a job well done.
'Tis with pride that I say the task ended in success, the like of which may not soon be repeated.
Zero struck once again, this time against Count Bardet, an influential figure in the art world. The Count kept his fine collection tightly guarded, but Zero nevertheless gained access to the estate in the guise of a cook. Though nothing of value was apparently stolen, Zero left his calling card all the same. Documents showing that the Count had hidden an item of great historical importance within his collection, along with a rare treasure. We apprehended the Count and gave him up to the authorities, claiming the treasure as our own.
I am elated to have been involved. If the feeling does not fade by eventide, I fear I may not sleep tonight.
As if that were not enough, I must tell of this fine artifact we acquired.
Goliath bread. Though no longer made in the modern age, these hefty loaves of leavened bread were once eaten for the energy they impart. An acquired taste enjoyed mainly by adults, this scroll contains the last known copy of the recipe. Oh, really?
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider that a job well done.
Well, I'm not going to pass off a recipe now,
Will
am I?
comebacks?
Okay, as far as I can tell, that seems to be it for the time being. So, I'm gonna do one last look around, make sure I'm not missing anything.
Welcome. Come.
Nope, it would appear not, so I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do at least like a rotation each time I'm done with errands, just to make sure that another side quest doesn't randomly pop up. Also, before we go on any further, might as well do this real quick. And I would also like to show you that I've been juicing up a bit here and there for everybody. So Mustadio is learning to become a knight because I at least want to get more out of his abilities too. Although I'm still probably going to swap around his jobs here and there just to make sure I fall onto something correct. Agrius is a geomancer because I want to at least try and get more out of her bravery capabilities. So
Yes?
I'm going to try and get her to learn that attack boost skill for the foreseeable future. That's where she's settled right now. Eustace and Rowland have not changed whatsoever in the slightest. But I am working towards trying to get I'm working towards getting all of their skills mastered. Just so that way I can swap back to having Eustace be a black mage again. And the same goes with Rowland. I would like to get all of Rowland's skills so that way I can swap on back to having him be a white mage again too. So, and here and there, but although I think I might keep Rowland as a time mage all the same, just because it's been really proven to be beneficial all this time here and there. So that's gonna work out good too. I also made Beowulf a white mage, so that way he gets more utility out of his faith being so high. So once he has learned a good amount of faith skills or like white mage skills, I will swap him back to being his spell sword once again. And then Orlando, I would like to get all the way to mastering every one of his abilities here too, and getting everything here. And then once that's done, I might swap him over to being a knight, but I haven't completely decided yet. He's a very, very good individual in terms of like capabilities, and I'd say he's stronger than Agrius. Although Agrius, I'm pretty sure if I get her constructed properly, will output just as much, if it will output just as much damage as Orlando, which, judging by how important Orlando is, I have a feeling we may lose him in the foreseeable future. So, I don't know entirely how much more I'm gonna bear trying to level up these two, mostly because their skills are wishy-washy at best. I don't know. Maybe I'll try again in the future, but for now, this is where they're at for the time being. So, we're gonna go ahead and move on into the trade city of Sol Gidos. Which looks ransacked.
A flower, sir? It's only a gill.
Wait a minute.
A flower?
Yes, a flower. A blossomed bud. You've seen one, I'm sure.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Of course I have.
Well then, surely you could spare a gill for one of mine. They're quite pretty.
I mean, obviously I'm going to say yes.
Very well. I'll have a flower.
Truly? Oh, thank you, kind sir.
I did not expect to see her here at all.
Few are inclined to stop in this squalid rookery, and even fewer buy. It is a harder life than you know. I always dream some charming knight will come galloping through and sweep me away from all this.
This is very on the nose.
Beg pardon, sir. I know there's naught you can do. I thank you again. May that flower bring you good fortune.
These times are hard for all.
Okay. And there's more errands for me to run. Of course. Of course. Oh, wait, there's... wait, hold on. Okay, it's not that much. Alright, I'll set off... I'll give some
Wanna
here.
earn some gil? Who do you have in mind? How many Who's going?
Then
How
I
long
will
will
see
anyone-
you
Very well.
guys
Need anything?
on the far side of the moon. So much for progressing today, I guess. Hey,
Father, what is this monstrosity?
that's not any monstrosity.
I'm not entirely sure. I've been assembling it from pieces recovered in Tunnel 83.
Even he doesn't know.
It has the look of an orrery.
See, here it said it does. But something tells me there's more to it.
What was that? This device reacts to auracite as well.
What's this? There's a mark inscribed upon the base. Indeed. Another stone appears to be required.
Then I suppose we'd best begin searching.
Yeah, this is a very on-the-nose side quest we're gonna be doing. Of course, it's all the way up there. What's the rumor?
A warm welcome. Of course. Anything else? Come.
The rumor is not here. It is all the way up here, isn't it? Stop.
A warm welcome. It's just rumor, mind you.
This seems interesting. Mayhap I should look into it.
Maybe we shall. So, let's see. The Cursed Isle of Nelveska. Take this with a grain of salt, as it is a tale that beggars belief. The Isle of Nelveska lies some 80,000 domes north of Zeltenia. The center of the island is home to the ruins of many ancient temples, which served as a crucial base for the warriors fighting Ordalia's forces during the 50 Years' War. Although Nelveska may appear to be a lush jungle paradise, the local fishermen avoid it, claiming that it is cursed, and a fearsome iron sentinel will slaughter any who dare approach. Those who wish to see if these rumors have any substance in spite of the potential dangers should consider making the crossing to Nelveska.
Will that
Okay.
be all? Come back.
That is good to know. That's where the ruins are. But first, before we head out, I think
Good
we're going to
day,
go
Tim.
ahead
You're interested then?
and wrap up these last few errands.
An errand's been completed. Right then.
'Tis with pride that I say the task ended in success, the like of which may not soon be repeated.
With the only information we learned and the tavern to go on, we set off for the Himka Cliffs in search of hidden tracks of ore. Our journey led us to a sheer cliff, one never before scaled. When we reached the top, we saw fields of grass extended before us. In the distance stood an enormous tree, the likes of which we had never seen. Mayhap it was the World Tree itself? As we left, we felt as if we had witnessed one of the wonders of the world. No doubt some capable explorer will do what we could not and reveal the mysteries of this place.
I cannot argue with that. We may walk with our heads held high, such was our achievement.
As if that were not enough, I must tell of this fine artifact we acquired.
The Parade Helm. Designed for victory parades, this ceremonial helm favors flair over function. No doubt about that. The myriad precious stones adorning the helmet attest to the affluence of once great nation.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. Congratulations. Your standing as a treasure hunter has improved.
Level 7.
I'd consider that a job well done. On errands, right then.
We could not have hoped for a better outcome. The satisfaction I feel is beyond words.
We set off to find the purported ore of the gods. We had dug down 30 domes or so when our trench opened up into some ancient catacombs, the God's Veil. We hastily prepared a dilapidated shrine and were praying for the souls interred in the tombs around us, when suddenly the figure of a man garbed in shimmering robes appeared before us. Though he soon left, he deposited in his wake a seam of glittering gold. Was this the god who had given this cavern its name?
'Twas a great accomplishment. I am beside myself with joy. We also acquired this fine artifact. The more I gaze upon it, the more wondrous it seems.
Red materia. These stones, developed by the ancient Saronians, are the result of experiments in storing knowledge within gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. Red materia is believed to contain the power to summon espers.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider that a job well done. Anything to thank? Good day to you. What'll it be? Want to earn some gil? An errand? Right then.
'Twas a huge success. No doubt will be the talk of the camp.
The Yard Drill Melee is an event held annually in the walled city. This was the 18th year that the contest had been held, and in that time it has grown into a sizable competition. From our group, only I progressed from the qualifying rounds, having suffered only a single defeat, and was able to advance to the final match, where I defeated Gustav, the Yard Drill assassin, to claim the title.
Now we are brimming with confidence and ready for the next challenge.
We were also fortunate enough to claim this extraordinary curio.
A tobacco pipe! This ornate pipe, once belonging to an infamous thief from the east, is primarily used for smoking tobacco, as the name would have it. Grafted of goldenite, a hard material. I just realized I butchered that name. Goldenite, a hard mineral. It can also serve as a reliable weapon in desperate times.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider that a job well done. Need anything else? Thanks.
And with that ends our errand run for this session. So, next time on Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, we'll head to the Nelveska's Temple to see what curious little things we can stumble upon there. And maybe something that'll help solve that contraption that's going on at the Clockwork City. So, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one, everyone, and as always, stay safe.